So I don't know if you realize, but you're the second director to finish a trilogy of Marvel films behind John Watts, and so he uses it for Sony. How do you feel about that feat, and how do you think the movies would play back to back to back?
Well, listen, I'm thrilled to have completed a trilogy. I love it. I mean, if you told me when we were shooting the first Ant-Man in 2014 that we'd get to do 3 of them, I might not have believed you, but I love that we're here now. And with Quantumania, I love that we were able to really kind of expand the palette, the visual palette of the movie, and really take the audience into the quantum realm and really kind of answer a lot of the questions that we set up in the first couple of movies. That was really satisfying. So to me, it's like we all grew up on trilogies, right? Star Wars trilogy, Back to the Future trilogy. There's something satisfying about it, even in this larger MCU, like to have done the trilogy and grown these characters, right? And I do think, you know, obviously, if you watch the movies back to back, they do play out, right? I suppose you have to fill in the gaps of like, well, what Scott was doing in Civil War, and of course, there was a little thing that happened in a movie called Endgame that seems important to the MCU, and Infinity War. But I think in terms of the progression of these characters and as a family, I like what we were able to achieve because it feels organic. Particularly in this one, that Scott-Cassie relationship has always been the spine of these movies for me, and now that she's 18, that presented this issue, you know, as a result of Endgame. Well, this is a whole cool, new, different dynamic between Scott and Cassie, and we can have fun with the idea that maybe he still relates to her as a little girl instead of a young woman. But she is a young woman, and she has ideas of her own, and they kind of differ from Scott's about what it means to be a hero, and that seemed like really fertile ground.
I'm sorry, Cassie.